All right, welcome back to PRM. I'm David D. And today I'm going to go over my top 3 doubts about Andrew Yang's chances in 2020. Number 1, old people. I doubt old people. Old people vote more. They're more politically engaged than young people. And I really believe there's potential for them to view Andrew Yang's UBI and Medicare for All and human-centered capitalism as handouts. And just using my dad as an example, who's a staunch right-winger, he's very prideful and very, proud to earn a paycheck. He's that type of people. And a lot of older people are like that. And they view handouts as something that they would never be willing to do unless the situation was critical, obviously. So to them, this could just seem as frivolous handouts and not really understanding why they're being handed out and why they're being implemented, why UBI and Medicare for All is being implemented. They don't really care about that. They only care about the perception. So a lot of old people care about perception over substance, and if it's perceived as handouts, it might go over the wrong way. So that's a problem. But another good thing about this, to counter that, millennials are now the largest voter population in America since the baby boomers. So the math is on millennial side, and Generation Z, who has started to vote. The first crop of Generation Z is now voting. So the numbers are on millennials and Generation Z's side. So it's basically up to these people to organize because old people are very organized when it comes to voting. So you have the math, you just need the organization. All right, so old people, number 1. Number 2, Andrew Yang's race. Now, I certainly do not have an issue with this. I never choose politicians based on race, sex, whether they believe in God or not, or just any of these things. I only choose politicians on policy. What are their policy proposals? What are their voting records? Just the hardcore substance that's involved with choosing a politician. I just don't do identity politics. I don't do gender politics. I don't do race politics. I don't do that stuff. It doesn't speak to me. I want substance. I want policy. And if I agree with it, I will vote for them. It's that simple. But are there people who will think about Andrew's race in their decision? I would say yes. For really just dumb reasons, for just the absolute wrong reasons, whether they feel it would affect white privilege or just an abhorrent racist reason that I have no idea about. So Andrew Yang's race could be a factor, but I think most people it's not a factor. I'm just saying it could be a small factor with a smaller group of people. Okay. Number 3, Red Scare. Red Scare. Okay, they do this stuff with Bernie all the time. The perception, not the reality, the perception is always big in American politics with a lot of people who vote. Even though UBI is a capitalist proposal, okay, it still ensures capitalism. Even though Medicare for All, a single-payer system, even though it's implemented in all Western countries, all developed Western nations have it, it's still seen as a far-left proposal. So the perception of Red Scare will be alive and well with candidates like Andrew Yang. Like I said, it's alive and well with Bernie Sanders, even though Bernie Sanders is on par with centrist Democrats around the world. Everything he proposes is ostensibly from a centrist position on the world stage. The Overton window is so far right that these things seem like Red Scare. So the Red Scare nonsense will be alive and well when factoring, people like Andrew Yang for 2020. That's what I'm saying. So let me recap top 3 doubts. Old people, Andrew Yang's race, and Red Scare. Let me know what you think here. Like, share, comment, and hope you have a good one.